Because a lot of us talk a good game. We say, oh, I believe this and I believe that. Like, okay. But pay attention to what you give credit to and who you give credit to.
Welcome to Impact and Fulfillment with Coach Mike D, where you'll gain practical wisdom and dynamic insight from amazing conversations to live your best life.
What's going on, y'all? This is Coach Mike D with another episode of Impact and Fulfillment. Hope y'all are doing well and are having an amazing day right now. But I have a question for you. Who do you give the credit to? Or maybe a better question is, what do you give the credit to? You know, it's interesting as I have conversations with individuals from various backgrounds, from various walks of life that maybe practice various religions or have different belief structures, or maybe they don't even ascribe to any spiritual belief structure, whatever it may be. One of the core questions that I'm starting to play with, or one of the core or distinct differences that I am starting to understand, is the core focus or the core question at hand is, what do you ascribe the credit to, or what do you give credit to, or who do you give credit to when it comes down to things or situations or circumstances in your life, right? So like, for instance, a person of faith would give credit to God, or, you know, specifically like someone of the Christian faith would say it was God through the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, you know, worked on my behalf because of my relationship with Jesus, right? Somebody else might say it's luck, right? They give credit to luck or serendipity. Somebody else might give credit to the universe or something like that, right? Somebody else might give credit to just their hard work. It was the sweat of their brow that made it happen. It was their fortitude. It was their effort. Other people give credit to their network, right? Their community, the people around them. Some people give credit to like technology or infrastructure or whatnot. I mean, it's just interesting because the core question at hand really revolves around who you give credit to. And it's interesting. I listened to a podcast with a guy by the name of Tom Bilyeu. He has a podcast called Impact Theory. And one of the things that he routinely says is that he believes that everyone has a God-shaped hole that they fill with something. And it's interesting because Tom Bilyeu publicly states that he doesn't ascribe to any faith, right? He would be someone that doesn't believe in God or some type of spiritual force at work, right? But he does believe that everyone has a God-shaped hole that they're looking to fill with something. And it's like, so I guess that could be man's search for meaning or purpose or belonging, or the tribal nature that lives in all of us, that we want to belong, right? We want to be connected to something, right? And again, who do you give credit to? So if you're a person of faith and you believe, in God, you believe in this omnipotent presence that's working, in your life, you're going to always give credit to God. But if you don't, then you're going to give credit to something else. But at the end of the day, we're going to give credit to something or someone. And my question to you is, what or who do you give that credit to? And I think if you ask and answer that question for yourself, it'll give you really a window into where your heart is. Because a lot of us talk a good game. We say, oh, I believe this and I believe that. Like, okay. But pay attention to what you give credit to and who you give credit to. Because the thing is, you might say that because it sounds good. First, giving honor to God, right? We give honor to God and everything. But then when we really think about it, who I'm giving credit to is my effort, my work, the people I'm connected to, the technology. You know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting. And I hope you all can follow this thread, because I think it would be extremely important to really start to really fundamentally understand yourself better. Don't just go through the routines. Don't just go through the habits. Don't just do things just because. Take a few moments to think through, like why and what? Like, how does this apply? What's the wiring behind that? What circumstances influence that? Because the moment that you understand yourself fully, then you're in a position to make the necessary changes to improve. But until you understand yourself fully, you honestly don't know what needs to change because you've never taken enough time to evaluate it. But again, the question, who do you give credit to? Or what do you give credit to? Ask yourself that question as you deal with various circumstances and situations in life, with a various win, or even if you go through a challenge, right? Who do you ascribe that credit to? Who do you give that credit to? And that'll give you a window into what's really in your heart. Now, again, this ain't necessarily public. This is not for other people. This is for you, right? This is what I have to do on a regular basis because it makes me check myself. Am I just talking a good game, or do I really believe it? All right. Well, hey, I hope this has been beneficial. And if you have any revelations from this thing, if something, came to the forefront and you really kind of learned something about yourself by going through this simple exercise, share it with me, right? You can shoot me a DM if you don't want it to be public, or make it public and tag me, right? Let's get a conversation started around it. Okay. Well, hey, as always, y'all make sure to grab a copy of my book, the latest one, The 33 Laws of Impact and Fulfillment. And y'all be blessed, well, and wise. Have an amazing day. All right, peace.
I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow Coach Mike D everywhere on social media. Y'all be blessed, well, and wise.